Hey guys, this is Death and welcome back to AutoCraft. After living out of a few chests for quite a while now, I think it's finally time we build a dedicated storage system. My items currently are all over the place. I've got all my wood over here, and then those chests are completely unsorted, and it is a bit of a nightmare. So what I'm thinking is we build a storage room in the same theme as this hobbit hole that will hold all of our items for the start of the game. I was originally planning on having the storage room building out here, but what we're going to do is we're going to have it integrated into this build and we're going to position it below this cliff face. Because of what I'm planning, this means I'm going to have to clear out a massive area, which is going to take me a while even though I already have an efficiency 5 pickaxe. So what I'm thinking is we need to go and get ourselves a beacon, a haste 2 beacon for this setup, so that we can do this super quick. Now after spending many hours in the nether, we've got 16 skeleton skulls. I've been grinding these up in between episodes, so what we need to do is we only need one beacon, but I think we're going to make as many as we can. So we're going to leave 3 skulls because I eventually want to make a, a wither rose farm. I'll need to go and get some soul sand, and then we can go and kill some withers. So to kill this guy, I've decided to come down into the strip mines. This is a strip mine I dug a few weeks ago, and we're going to use this to kill this guy super fast. So you want to clear out a small area. Also make sure you're away from everything just in case this goes wrong. Place in the soul sand, and then all we need to do is place in the skulls. And now we get the fun job of killing this guy. And there we go, we've killed our first wither. Now all we need to do is we need to kill another 3. So I just wrapped up killing the 4th wither, and I managed to get a few diamonds that were exposed while we was killing them. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go and empty our inventory, craft these guys up into beacons, and then we can actually get this thing started. And there we go, our first 4 beacons, and while we're here, let's actually fortune up these 8 diamond ore, and then I can put these away safely in my ender chest. So how much diamonds do we have? So we started with 8, and now we got, that's a reasonable amount, let's put these away. Now what we need to do is we need to go and get some iron, because I want to set all 4 of these beacons up out front so that we can start this project. So I've spent a considerable amount of time AFKing at this farm recently, so we should have, I think we've got 100 stacks of iron blocks. We will need to craft them up though, so let's craft off a few stacks, enough to make a beacon base that can support 4 beacons, and then we can make our way back to the starter town. Alright, the beacon is now in place, or should I say all 4 beacons. Now all we need to do is pick out our beacon buffs, and then we can get started. And as the sun sets, we've brought our beacons to full power, we've picked out our beacon buffs, and now we can go mining. Now that we've got haste 2, this should be a fairly quick process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out all the space we need to build this storage room. So I've went ahead and cleared out the space behind this wall. We have a corridor back here, it looks more like a cave right now. Obviously we need to decorate this thing. And then we've got a stairway going down on either side, because the storage room is going to be below this entire thing. It just didn't feel right to have that inside a hobbit hole. So basically what we're going to do is all the living areas are going to be on this level. So like a bedroom, kitchen, that sort of stuff, maybe an office. And then all the actual base things, so like storage room, like something for a trophy room, yeah that's it. Going to have one of those down here as well. But before we even get to building that, we need to work on the rest of this stuff because we're open to caves and stuff right now, which isn't great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and decorate this section before we can move on and actually do the storage room, which is going to be located down here. Alright, so I just finished decorating this place, and damn, this looks so much better. We had a mob problem when I was working on this, so yeah, I came close to dying 1 or 2 times, but we got there in the end. So next up, we need to deal with these sections here. This wall, we're going to leave in the same on the opposite side, because I'm going to be doing something special with that later on. But through here is where the storage room is going to be, so we need to excavate a large space and do all the decorative bits, and then one of the walls is going to be dedicated entirely to chests. So let's go ahead and crack that one out. Now it took me longer than expected, but I managed to get this thing finished. We went through basically all of our wood supply for this thing, but I'm happy that we did because now we have plenty of storage space. That much that I don't think we're actually going to end up using all of this. Most of it's going to be empty, which is fine by me. Obviously we've continued the theme we did before. The only difference is we have this pit in the middle with lava. This is just so that we can get rid of items, and I didn't want to do like a dropper system. I wanted just to throw items, and I needed something to put in the middle of the floor there. So that's why this thing is in position. The stone walls are kind of plain, so we will need to decorate them with something. I have a plan for that though, but I'm going to need to wait a little while before I do that. Now, to properly finish this off, we need to deal with the walls at either side here, because they are, well, they're unfinished and we need to handle that. Now, originally I was planning on just doing wood there, but there was just too much wood in this build. It was too brown, and I don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to hollow out basically rooms. These rooms won't be able to access them. There's going to be windows here, and they're going to basically act like an atrium. So there's going to be little bits of nature in these rooms here. So let's clear it out, do the decoration work, and I'll show you how I'm going to make this look natural. So with the atriums on either side carved out, all we need to do now is make it green. Now what I've done is I've put some moss in the middle of each room. I have some bone meal, so all we need to do now is bone meal it to our heart's content and fill up everything in here. You've noticed I've got some slopes on these sides here. It just helps to get rid of some of the grey texture. And yeah, that's all we need to do. So let me just finish off this. I'll do it on the opposite side, and then we can put in the glass, and then this section is complete. I'm really happy that we've managed to get this stuff finished today. Like, I've been waiting so long to build this. Like, it required so much wood. I really wish we bought a wood farm for this project, but hey, we're done now. So it turns out that we have, I think it's 107 double chests. And as it stands currently, we're making use of, I'd like to say it's 9 double chests here, and then let's just say another 9 here. So yeah, we're going to have so many empty right now. So my next plan is I need to move all this stuff down there so that I can free up this area up here so that I can do some furnishing and like decoration and stuff like that. Also what I'm thinking is I want to put some micro farms in these walls. The only problem is they require bone meal and I don't have a supply of that. So I'm probably going to have to build a horse or mob farm at some point fairly soon. Did I just hear a wolf? Or a dog? I'm sure I did. Strange. I also want to put the trophy room down through here at some point in the future, but I'll wait until we have more trophies to show off. The only real one we have right now is our starter pick, which is in one of these chests up here. Oh, next up, the only thing we need to do is take down this beacon because we don't need it here anymore, and I'm going to be building in this area in the next few episodes, so there's no point in keeping this thing around. And there we go, let's go and put these beacons away for safekeeping. Now, what do we do with this iron? Alright, so next up I think we should head back over to the iron farm because obviously we've got all this iron here, but the iron we have over there isn't exactly useful right now because it hasn't been crafted up. So let's go over there and craft up all the iron we've got to hand because I want to know how much we have before we start thinking about doing our iron shop. So I just finished crafting and we ended up with not 1, not 2, but 2.5, almost 3 double chests of iron blocks. That equates to about 108 stacks. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot for this little farm. Also, one thing I should probably point out, if I go to time played, I have 5 days of playtime now. That's because I've been AFK for probably about 3 days of this thing. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. However, is it enough iron to open an iron shop? Like, I guess it could be. I would prefer to have a little bit more so that I could have my own personal stockpile. Although I could just expand this farm. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off in the iron shop for a little bit. But it's funny that we've done this because I've had a fellow server member, Liam, reach out because he needs some iron for one of his mini projects. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a stack of iron blocks and we're going to go out and meet him and make some diamonds. Oh, hello Zim. What are you up to over here?
Oh, hey, Def. Just kind of organizing these just a little bit to make it maybe easier when I get shulker boxes.
Oh, I really don't blame you. I take it all that stuff came from this, what's meant to be a slime farm.
Yep. And thanks to your help, it went a little bit faster there at the end.
Yeah. Speaking of help, I heard you needed some iron for the iron golems.
Yes, and I heard that you are kind of the iron guy at the moment.
Yes, at the moment, I will be building a bigger iron farm because I am the iron person. But yeah,
of course.
Here's a stack of iron blocks for you.
Oh, okay. Do you want it like diamond payment? I don't have much.
I know you don't have much diamonds. I'd be happy to take 2 diamonds off of you for that.
2 diamonds, all right.
Yes.
I can spare 2.
I am a reasonable man. Thank you.
Mostly reasonable.
Yeah, mostly. Anyways, have fun with this, dudes. I look forward to seeing it when it's done.
Thanks. Hopefully it'll turn out well and be somewhat efficient.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Well, thank you. Gotta get back down in the hole.
Good luck, have fun.
Thanks, see ya.
See you later. Alright, so I just came back from that meeting with Sam. I'd recommend you go and check out his video where he's building that slime farm because, well yeah, it's a slime farm, it's really cool. Go and watch it. But I noticed something. My villagers over there have been converted to zombies. Oh no. These villagers are the villagers I use to get emeralds. What I do is I grow 2x2 spruce trees out the back there and then trade sticks to them to get emeralds. Or I did. They must have been converted when I was AFK for a few days. Not to worry, I plan on moving to a raid farm setup fairly soon, so I won't be using these guys anymore. Also, I noticed that one of the villager holding cells in my breeder is missing villagers. I don't know how that happened. I guess maybe a baby zombie got in the system because I did notice an adult one standing here at some point. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to stop that from happening by placing a block right here. That should stop that. I'm also going to need to replace those guys, but villagers aren't really a big concern for me at the moment. One thing I made sure to do was I protected all these guys because they're very valuable. Well, they're not valuable, I could easily get more of them. It's just I didn't want to have to do this setup all over again. Although to be fair, I don't plan on using these much anymore. I plan on getting most of my enchanted books from the library or the bookshop in the shopping district. Also, I've been giving it some thought. With the iron farm, I'm not going to bother expanding it. Well, I'm just going to AFK here a bunch more because we'll just look at it. We've got plenty of iron here, and in order for me to set up an iron shop, I reckon I probably want at least 4 double chests worth of iron blocks. That way I should have enough stock to sell for the first couple of weeks before I build another mega iron farm, which I'm going to be doing for sure. Like 2k iron per hour is fine, but we're going to need a lot more going forward. Alright, so I think we're going to wrap things up there. I'm really happy we got that storage room built today. It means we're actually going to be able to do bigger projects in the server, which is going to be pretty sweet. So in between episodes, I'm going to sort out these chests because they've been in here for long enough. I'm also going to bring some of the stuff from our villager area over, so like the iron supply we've got, because we're going to need a whole bunch of that for future projects. And yeah, this is going to be good. But anyways, if you like this video, why don't you leave a like? I'd really appreciate that. If you found it useful, why don't you subscribe, or else I'll go and kill that skeleton there. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, why don't you leave a like, and subscribe and hit the bell icon. And hey, why don't you check out this video?